Now moving on to the captains. Obviously, as you know, it's only the captain who can speak to the referee. And personally, that's one of my most favourite rules of the game because it just shows a huge respect for the referee. How much do you value this rule?
Look, I think there's a good relationship between the referee and all players. You know, it wouldn't be that the captain's the only one who's allowed to speak to us. You'll constantly have players coming saying, "Are you happy with this? What did you think about that last play?" And it would be pretty odd if we said, "I can only talk to the captain." But we have a special relationship with the captain because he's the one you feed messages through. He's the one who asks you if he's got any concerns. But that doesn't start as the whistle starts. It starts in the change room before. It starts the months before. You know, that's why the referees are constantly going in with the teams to build those relationships, to understand what the players and the coaches are trying to do. So when it comes to 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, you know each other and you know what things you should be discussing. Yeah, I think we're lucky in that what rugby brings is it brings an occasion where, particularly at the grassroots, where after a game I'll go into the local clubhouse and I'll have a couple of pints with the captain and the front row and discuss the game. And they'll tell me if I've had a good game and they'll tell me pretty quickly when I've had a bad game. And that goes through to international rugby as well. Football's done a lot of work over the last couple of years with the Respect campaign. And you know, I spent some time with the FA referees as well. I'm very close friends with Howard Webb. And we share ideas and we're constantly trying to learn from each other. You know, there's some things I've picked up from football and the way that they manage the players, and there's some things that they've picked up from us and that they've tried to introduce. I think from the official point of view, we are trying to learn best practice, and you only do that by sharing ideas.
And if we look at one of your fellow colleagues, Nigel Owens, obviously he comes out with some cracking one-liners in games. Have you got any of your own, or do you leave that up to him?
I leave it up to Nigel. I'm usually out of breath by the time that the game stopped.
No, he wasn't. He's fine. No, he moved. Christopher? Thank you.
No, he's a dear friend of mine. You know, we've come up through the ranks together. We were on the 7th Circuit, myself, him and Craig Joubert over the last 12, 13 years ago, and then we've been to 3 World Cups together. So we're a close team as it is, and even to the extent that Nigel sang at my wedding.